Hi everybody, it's me, Nana. I just wanted to follow up to our discussion yesterday, mainly because I think I left it hanging, and I did, but I think I've come up with a good solution for everybody if you have a Facebook page. If you do, come on over to Nana's Design Studio and Crafters Co-op. Not Nana's Design Studio, but the one with the Crafters Co-op. And I said, I'll put a link down in the bottom. Now I know there is one, but I'll highlight the one that I want you to join so we can meet in there, and it'll be kind of semi-private, at least for that moment. But more importantly, if you miss it, you get to see all the comments, more important, because not everybody got to see all the comments last night. So I thought it would be a really good way to make sure that everybody gets on the same page and knows what's going on and nobody gets left out. Also, my gosh, I've got to make this a real vlog, right? Anyway, lots of things happening this morning. Oh, hold on a second. I have to move around. I can't sit very long, so I kind of go from here to there, room to room. That's why I want to go visit my new grandbaby, and I haven't been able to. So I can't sit for very long, and I'm gonna apologize right away because I can't really you know, just stay in one place. But anyway, I have something I want to talk to you about. Isn't that what vlogs are about? Have you ever? I'm driving back from picking up my son. Today is the last day of his freshman year. I now have a rising sophomore. Now we're driving home and I see this humongoid TV. I know it's humongoid because I have a similar one, and I know it weighs between 250 and 300 pounds. We have that TV. We've had it for about 20 years now, less than that, almost 20 years. Anyway, it's not something that you can just throw away. It's very heavy. It's the old kind. It's got all the things that the small TVs don't have, you know, the thin TVs don't have anymore. Anywho, I see one, and obviously someone decided that they would just throw it on the side of the road rather than, and I'm telling you this would be so much easier, rather than just going and taking it to the recycle center. Can you, I'm sorry. I can't wrap my head around that. I just can't. So I'm going to call the city. And what made me think about it is I actually have my planner around here somewhere. I carry my planner everywhere I go because, you know, I forget from minute to minute. So I have it on my planner about all the things that I want to do. And one of them now is call the city. So I have to call the city and find out. I'll probably call the... I don't know who to call, but I'll start at the city and find out, you know, what it is I have to do to get them to come out here. And what else? I was going to tell you something else. Oh! We have babies. We have rodent babies. They look like little mice, I guess. The mommy is a little mouse. And she built a nest in our grill. And this is not the first time. We were supposed to lock it up the last time, and we being my husband, and we didn't. So now my dog alerted me this morning, and she said, "Mom, there's something in there." In other words, bark, bark, barkity bark, right? So I have to make a decision, but I'm not killing a bunch of babies. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not. I'm not going to kill a bunch of babies. I just can't imagine killing a bunch of babies. So I'm going to sit down here. I have to, when I sit, I have to like lean back. How's that? I'll just lean back. So I'm not going to kill a bunch of babies. That's not happening. So what to do? Can't kill them. when we first moved here, the whole subdivision wasn't finished, so we had a lot of open fields, and we had a mouse problem, and they were teeny tiny cute little mice with the big round ears. Anyway, I would capture them in the little clear boxes, and yeah, then I'd let them go in the field out there. So they ended up getting the word out and saying, hey, that lady's a sucker, go to her house. My son even remembered one time, he was only 5 years old, and my dog at the time, Rufus, was alerting to something, and I opened the pantry door, and out comes this little tiny mouse, and I'm jumping all over the place. My son, I grab him, I put him on top of the table. And he remembered that, and he said, do you remember the time you put me on top of the table? He's kind of upset with me right now. He's like, Mom, if you don't take care of the rodents now, they're just going to come back, Mom, blah, 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 blah. So I looked at him and I said, are you going to kill them? Because I'm not. No, I'm not. And I looked at his face, and as I said, are you going to do it? And his face was like, what? So anyway, that I don't know what we're going to do. I just made my husband promise, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to kill him. I'm going to call the exterminator and see if they can come capture it. I think they can capture it and then do whatever they will. Just don't let me be the one that does it. So there you go again. I have it on my my planner to call the exterminator. Also, I wanted to show you something I'm working on. Now, remember we've been talking about mixed media, and here it is. This is the background that I've created, and I'm going to put you on. I think there's a way to turn this. No, I thought there was a way that I could turn this. Let me just put it in front. It'll make it easier. Let me see. Can you see that? Now, that is not done. Basically what it is there, let me get into the sunshine. Well, no, I thought I could turn this around. But anyway, this is my fairyland. And you can see it's going to have fairies on it. And my fairies are these guys here. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Fairies are really in right now. And those are going to be, that was just the backdrop to my fairies. So that's the multimedia project I'm working on. And it's going to have like butterflies. Of course, you can't have fairies without butterflies, right? And chipboard, which I'll show you. Chipboard is something like this. Here you go. See, it's just shapes that are cut out of this like cardboard, soft cardboard. Let me show you. Can you see that? There you go. See? You just take it out. Now I have to paint those and then give dimension to the backdrop. Now the backdrop is obviously this is water paper. See, it's just regular watercoloring paper, and then I put a layer of gesso on it, and then I put some inks, and I put the inks to where I had my deep dark evening into my lighter, see my lighter evening where we are. They're up in the darkness, and then there of course is the forest, the deep forest where they reside when we're not looking. So when I'm done with that, I'll give it to you. I'll let you see it, but it's almost done. It takes a while to make the background. You got to let everything dry. And I thought, well, I might as well show you. It's kind of, it's my little project for myself. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what I've had going on between the the TV, using my road, my back road, as it's a back road, but it leads to my house. So somebody using my road as a trash can, when it would have been so much easier for them to just take it to the recycle center. You can take anything to the recycle center free. Free. Doesn't make any sense, right? And today I cried first thing this morning because my rising sophomore, today was his last day of school as a freshman, and they don't really make a big deal out of it, but I was listening to a song. I asked, we have the Dot, and I was listening to music this morning, and her name is Alexa, and I asked Alexa to play Bobby Goldsboro because his music is kind of melancholy, and I was in a melancholy mood because my baby is no longer my baby, although he always will be, as will all my children, my oldest all the way down. I have 3 older children, ages 30, if I'm 30, high 30s, almost 40, 33, that's my middle son, and 31, that's my youngest girl, and now my 15-year-old boy, who is a rising sophomore. And the song by Bobby Goldsboro was Watching Scotty Grow. I think it's Watching Scotty. Anyway, the chorus was Watching Scotty Grow, and I said Watching Robbie Grow, and I just started bawling. By the way, I was bawling at the idea of killing those little rodents. They're so cute. They have no hair yet. I told my husband, what if they were chipmunks? What if they were squirrels? And you know, some people don't like squirrels. They don't like chipmunks either. But I just can't see us, you know, that kind of karma on us for killing those things. I know some people, like if you lived in the country your whole life or something, it might not be, and because yeah, you can get infested with those things. But if we take the precautions now, that we see that it could be a problem, that we you know, do the best we can to not let that happen again, but to have the exterminators come and take it out, and we don't have to deal with it. I know what they're going to do. I just don't want to be the ones to do it. So that's how that's going to go. Anyway, I enjoyed this little talk. Maybe next, I can't tell you how nervous I have been. I know I talk to you guys all the time when I'm doing a craft, but you know, doing a craft and talking to you on camera, that's totally different. I'm opening myself up to you, which is not a bad thing. I really enjoy this. So again, it has been a busy morning. It's just now afternoon, and I've got more to go with this day, the beginning of my son's school break. I'm just going to enjoy him this year. He has no idea how much I'm going to enjoy him. And I'm going to enjoy you guys too. So that being said, we've talked about the rodents. We've talked about the television. We've talked about my day and how I'm supposed to get it together, which I never will. We also had, today we had Digital Life installed, which is we had to put a camera on the front of our house because we have kind of a problem in the neighborhood, and you know, you don't want to have to worry about what people will or will not do. And since my husband works for AT&T anyway, we were able to get a good discount on the service where we can record. We already had a camera in the front and a camera in the basement area, because we leave for long periods of time and we needed the, you know, the added security. It is what it is, you know. We have an alarm on our house, so if somebody comes in or somebody goes out, I know. And it just is what it is. We live in a world where we have to feel safe, and I feel safer like that. So we had a camera put up. It's sad that we had to do that, but you have to protect yourself as well. So there's been a little bit of problem in the neighborhood. A lot of the neighbors are complaining, and you don't want to point any fingers, and you don't want to ever get into any kind of bad feelings with your neighbors. So it's always better. In fact, it's kind of a deterrent. So, you know, everybody's going to know it's there. Nobody's going to, unless the kids just want to say hi, which that's good too. I don't have a problem with that. I like to be happy, and I like to be happy in my entire environment, not just within my home. So that's why I'm inviting you into it. And I've been, rambling. I'll probably be talking to you again, just to shore things up, because I'm sure you'll have any questions. And if you have any questions, write them down there, okay? Write them down there, and I will take care of things before we have our first one next Wednesday. It'll be the Wednesday after Memorial Day. I may not talk to you again, but if I don't, I hope you have a wonderful 3-day weekend. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you have your family around you and have a barbecue or a bake-off or whatever it is. In fact, I got to go call my friends right now to make sure that they know that they need to come over or we need to see them. And so we always do this on short notice, but I've got everything already ready, and they know I always have everything ready to go. They just have to show up. So we'll see you in Nana's Design Studio and Crafters Co-op on Wednesday. Until then, take good care and have a really safe holiday weekend, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.